Today is Father's Day, and I'm here because something happened in the morning, and it has been stirring my heart to thinking through it and wondering what lesson do I pick from it. And I'm sharing this as a father, but also reflecting through that God is our perfect father. I try my best to be a good father, but we all fall short, and that is in light with what happened this morning. So this morning we were preparing to get to church, and I had taken Jeremy, our last born, for a bath, and then so we were in the bedroom trying to help him wear his clothes, and then Theo, our second born, brings to me this thing. Okay, and if you can see it, it's written something. It's written Happy Father's Day, Dad. But when he brought it, because of how this metal plate looks like, you can hardly see it, the writing, because he had used a pencil, and so I had not seen actually the artwork and the writing. So for me, I looked at how it's hazardous, and so when he brought and placed it in front of me, but as I help Jeremy wear the clothes, I'm like, I tell Theo, please get this thing out of here. It will hurt someone, okay? Wow, so he picked it and went back to the sitting room. When I was done with Jeremy, I came to the sitting room and I found Theo seated on a couch crying. I wondered what's wrong. I asked him, Theo, what's wrong? He came crying and gave me the plate again. That's when I saw that it was actually an artwork he had done for me, wishing me a happy Father's Day. I was so crushed. I don't know. I felt so bad, Yani, so bad that I crushed his desire and his efforts to just appreciate me. I just felt so bad. So I apologized. That thing is still on me because I really don't know if my apologies. I really hope he understood me, but it really got me thinking about God, who is our perfect Father. And what have been wondering throughout the day is how much we are limited as men. We do our best to emulate God, but we are still wanting. But the reason why I'm here is to tell us this, that God can never do what I did. He can never be in the place where you are offering to Him genuine worship and a genuine sacrifice of yourself, either by every resource that He has given you, or even the demeanor, the worship. Yani, you can never do that, and He fails from the word go. Even as you plan it, as you are prompted for it, He's already receiving your sacrifice of worship. And I pray that you get that He can never do like what I did in the morning to my boy. And this is just a call for you to wonder what kind of worship, in terms of your everything. Our life is worship. um, we can be hypocritical before people. We can be as good as we are looking, but we can never ever fake it before God. Now, the first record of in scriptures of a people who gave a sacrifice to God, of course, are the two brothers recorded in the Bible in Genesis chapter 4, and this Cain and Abel. And we know the story. We went to Sunday school, and Cain gave, chapter 4 of Genesis. Now Bible says, in the course, from verse 3, in the course of time, Cain brought the Lord an offering of the fruit of the ground, and Abel also brought of the firstborn of his flock and their fat portions. And the Lord had regard for Abel and his offering, but for Cain and his offering he had no regard. So Cain was very angry, and his face fell. Listen to this. Verse 6, the Lord said to Cain, why are you angry? And why has your face fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, sin is crouching at the door. Its desire is contrary to you, but you must rule over it. And so, in a beautiful way, God paints a picture and a template of the kind of sacrifice that he offers. Now, people have misused this portion of scripture and say, like when I was in Sunday school, we were told that, that Cain, the farmer, brought spoiled viazi. Viazi is potato. Like he brought, what are they called? Honey, vitu zimeoza na English ni nini? No, zimeoza. Rotten. Yes, rotten, yes. So we were being told that Cain brought things that were rotten, that he brought potatoes, sweet potato, and everything that was rotten. That's us trying to wonder why God just did not receive his offering. But it's very important to note that the Bible actually gives a description of what Abel gave the first fruit of his flock and of their fat portions. Now, I do not think that was the marking scheme. The marking scheme was whatever you are offering before God, that it is actually offered in worship in a way that is acceptable, so that we do not make a theology to say that God does not receive offering from that are vegetables or greens or whatever, and he wants meat. No, God comes in and says in verse 7, if you do well. So he's looking for, are you doing it well? Will you not be accepted? And so, and then that is the point. What is that about? The heart for my boy this morning was purely to make me happy, please me, but I didn't see it. I trashed him, and oh my. And I'm here to tell you that God never does that. He actually knows. You can never serve a person, or maybe you helped a neighbor, or a homeless person, or you gave toward a given cause, or even yourself, the moment you give yourself to seek him in prayer and in scripture, He is so aware your disposition. Are you doing it genuinely to pleasing him, or are you doing it just for the sake? Because the end of it is it acceptable? Now, listen to King David as a father talking to his son Solomon. Of course, the whole of the chapter, 1 Chronicles chapter 28, the children of Israel are building up the temple they have given, and there is a lot. So David is charging the children of Israel about seeking the Lord. But in verse 9, he shifts his focus to the son Solomon. And listen to what he tells his son Solomon. And you, Solomon, my son, know the God of your father, and serve him with a whole heart and with a willing mind. For the Lord searches all hearts and understands every plan and thought. If you seek him, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will cast you off forever. Be careful now, for the Lord has chosen you to build a house for the sanctuary. Be strong and do it. That's a game changer. That's a game changer. Please don't go to church just for the sake. Don't give for the sake. Don't do things for the sake. Don't be a Christian life. Don't run a Christian life. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. Don't waste yourself painting a picture that if we are in this together and you are not. God as a father totally knows what's going on, and he knows if you are in or not. David tells Solomon, his son, that know God. Know God. Serve him in these two ways, that your heart must be all in and your mind, he says, because with all your heart, with a whole heart, and with a willing mind. And then he says why. He tells his son Solomon, for the Lord searches all hearts and understands every plan and thought. Yeah, that's how God is different from our earthly fathers, or like me, an earthly father who sometimes may miss out on a genuine desire to be known and to be pleased. He's such a good father. Yeah. So offer to him a sacrifice of yourself, genuinely, from a sincere heart. Everything that you do from a sincere heart and a willing mind, and he will receive it. May the Lord help us to know that he receives our sacrifices, and he will not receive our sacrifices if it is not from a genuine, pure, sincere heart. God bless you.